Hi, Cancer. I hope you're doing well. Let's jump right in and get this reading started for you. And this is timeless, okay? Time is actually fluid. So anytime you find this and you find value in it or something that applies to you, then it's right for you. Whether it's as soon as I publish this or at a later point. But please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And you might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading does not resonate with you. And those are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's start by getting some oracle cards for you. You have come to the edge. So during this time, it is important for you to get outside of your comfort zone in some fashion. You know, this is a general reading, so you're going to need to look and see in what area. Okay, we have 3 that jumped out. All right. Okay. You have all that glitters. And now all that glitters is letting you know that there could be something in your life where you're not receiving the truth. You might be getting a part of the truth, none of the truth. Okay? So you need to be discerning what is going on, where it's going on, that is the truth or is not the truth. Be discerning here, all right? Because it is saying that there someplace, sometime, you're going to be getting either lies or total omission. And here you have chaos and conflict, and I can easily see the chaos and conflict coming from all that glitters. Nobody wants to be lied to, right? And now you have between worlds, and you can see where this is monochromatic and this is full color. So what this is letting me know is that there's a point of being between worlds. An example would be, say, you're leaving one job to go for another, or you're moving out of one house to move into another, you know, things like that. So there's that space there. But it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. It could be an emotional, spiritual, mental thing. But it is where you are between something. And you need to try to make the most out of that you can. And it might be, you know, going by these cards, where you're getting out of chaos and conflict. You're discovering, you know, that there has potentially been lies, and you're working through that. Here's coming out of your comfort zone, you know, come to the edge. So this could have to do with that. But what you need to try to do is make the most of that you can. And instead of sitting in the darkness, you know, bring it to the light. Okay? Now let's go ahead and see what your overall energy is during this time. Okay, what do we have? You have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, you can see where he's just starting. He's in with the clouds, but he's just starting to rise up. If you look at the King and the Queen, the clouds are down here, right there above the clouds. I can see clearly. And this energy is where you're just starting that process. And I can see how that would apply here very well. So, it is a youthful energy, nothing to do with your chronological age, but something that you're involved with or going through, where you're starting to see clearly, you're starting to think clearly, use your wisdom, you know, put all these things together. And you do definitely have something to work on here, don't you? Okay. Let's see your past energy. Okay, in the past, you have the Two of Pentacles. So this can be you trying to juggle things to create the balance, or definitely trying to bring in the balance, but there could be some chaos, too much going on, that sort of thing. Okay, let's see your current energy. All right, this can be conflict, training, competition. So it could be any of the above. You see chaos and conflict, so it could definitely be conflict. Training, it could be training because here you are, you know, this youthful energy of learning how to think and see clearly and use your wisdom. It could be potentially competition as well. But I do see more of the potential for conflict or training. Let's see what your either opportunity and or obstacle is. Beautiful. You have the Magician. This is a time where you are manifesting. You're bringing things into existence. Okay. Now for what you're not currently seeing. The King of Wands. Okay. The King of Wands is where he goes for what he wants, what his passion is. He's very adamant, and he tends to get it, whatever it is he's passionate about. And you're not seeing this yet. You will, but not yet. Now, how to proceed. By dropping all the burdens. Let go of the heavy, heavy weight. And for me, for one, chaos, conflict, lies, deception, things like that. It's saying, let go. Just drop the burdens. Okay? That's how to go forward. So, it might be that whatever is going on, you know, is not worth your time or trouble. You know, they say it's very wise to pick and choose your burden or your arguments carefully. Is it worth it? Or is it worth just letting it go and being done with it? Only you're actually going to know, because this is a general reading, right? Okay, let's see what the outcome is. Okay. This is you planting the seeds, nurturing the seeds, caring for them, and taking wonderful care of them to where they grow up and you end up with this beautiful garden. So this takes patience, but it is very rewarding because you end up with exactly what it is you've been working on, working towards. So it really is a good energy. The one challenging part of this is, it could be a 4-letter word, but it's patience. You know, gardens don't grow overnight typically. None that I know of anyway. I'm sure there might be some. You know, like, I don't know, say bean sprouts or something. But typically it takes time. And so here you're not seeing what you're wanting coming into fruition. Here it's saying drop all your burdens. Have patience because what you want is coming into fruition. It's just not, you know, like that. It's taking a little time. All right? And up here could be chaotic times where you're trying to bring in the balance, but it is a challenge. You've got some challenges going on here. This could be conflict, and, you know, by looking down here, I would say it's an inner conflict, but it could be training, learning patience. And here, you have where you're manifesting. So that's beautiful. You are manifesting this scenario where you're bringing your life to this place where you really want it to be. You don't want lies, you don't want chaos and conflict, and you really don't want to be between worlds. Now, being between worlds can be awesome. Like here, you want your passion. You're going to get your passion, but it's taking time. And that can relate to this between worlds. Now, it is saying come to the edge, okay? And making changes, depending on what they are, can easily be coming to the edge. And now at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. And this is similar to this page in that it's something that you're learning about, that you're not a master of, or at least some aspect you're not a master of. And here is this, it's really quite logical and based in your head, in your mind, the seeing clearly, knowing what's going on, using your wisdom, right? And over here, this page is a little dreamier, wanting what it is you desire to come true, which is awesome. That's why he's whimsically dressed, right? But so you have both. You have the logical side, the head, and you have the heart, which is a perfect combination because you want both working together to bring forward what it is you truly desire, right? So this is really good, having these two at the same time. Okay, let's get a little bit more. So, when it comes to the chaos and conflict and all that glitters, potentially the between worlds, but not so much that. Mostly the chaos, conflict, and all that glitters. You need to decide if it is worth your time and effort, right, to even get involved in it. And if it's not, drop them. You've heard that expression, drop it like a hot potato. So yeah. Is this chaos and conflict worth your time and effort? Might very well not be. And the same for all that glitters. I think these two are together. That being lied to, or, lie by omission, whatever it may be, is bringing in this chaos and conflict. Do you even want to deal with it? Or do you just want to go on manifesting what it is you truly want in your life? Only you can decide that. It depends on what this is, who it's affecting, how it's affecting them or you, etc. If it is something that is really not important, I would probably just pluck those out and throw them away. And focus on what is important, and that's bringing your desires to life. Okay. Let's get a card for the Two of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay, this is where you are feeling left out in the cold. Where you're alone, and it's a very challenging energy. It is one where it's your thoughts making you feel this way. Now, it can be brought on by something external or solely internal. And in this case, it could have to do with this chaos and conflict and all that glitters. Maybe it hurt your feelings that something has happened. And so here you are trying to balance it out and trying to go for your passion. But this is interfering. That's the way I feel about it. But now, remember, this is your past. And this is what you're not quite seeing yet. So you might not be seeing that you're trying to go for your passion. You might be seeing more about the chaos and the conflict and the stresses. Okay, let's get another card. Beautiful. All right. It looks like here's a big change. Here, like I said, training, potentially conflict. Here's where you're dropping the burdens. And if you notice, both of these are wands, right? Here it doesn't look like they're getting along so well, but it could be training. Here's where you're dropping them. And it's bringing in this wonderful energy. And the thing that I like most about this is where you feel at ease. You feel peaceful. The people you're around, it's a celebration. You get to be you. They get to be them. Everybody is getting along wonderfully. So if you compare this to this, there's a vast difference. And even this to this. So it still could be conflict or training. But it's leading you to drop the burdens and bring in this beautiful energy where everybody's getting along. Okay. Let's get a little bit more. Another wonderful energy. This is unconditional love. So you are manifesting this time in your life where you are bringing forward what it truly is you want and bringing it to fruition. And it looks like it's bringing in this unconditional love. So there's a huge difference from here to here, right? Chaos. Not seeing that you're able to manifest what it is you want. And, feeling this energy where you're alienated out in the cold, that kind of thing. And here, the more I look at this, the more I think this might be training, but it could be either. But where there's this hustle bustle going on, and here you're dropping it for peace and happiness. Here you're manifesting where you are bringing your life together the way you want it. You're dropping these burdens, right? And so you are seeing now you're a King of Wands. And it's bringing in this beautiful unconditional love. So I think it's starting out challenging, but ending up beautiful. And I think it is potential that these challenges are what's making you kind of like draw that line in the sand where, okay, I am done. I am tired of this. It doesn't serve me. I want it gone. And so it's kind of pushing you into this mode of where you are bringing into your life what you feel will make you very happy. And I can tell you it is so much better to wake up and think, oh, it's going to be a wonderful day, than wake up and think, oh boy, here we go with more chaos and conflict, right? So I think this is a very nice reading. And here you have those 2 pages working together to bring this about. So that does mean you are still learning. So this might very well be learning. But it is where you are letting go of the challenges, just kind of doing an overall here. You're letting go of the challenges. You're learning how to do that and learning how to bring in what it is you love. And you are manifesting it and bringing in this beautiful scenario that's filled with unconditional love in this wonderful garden that is coming into fruition. Much happiness, much love. So it's very, very nice. Okay. Let's see what the universe would like to share. All right. You have death. Major arcana. Death is saying that you are transforming, and it's a good-sized transformation, out of one energy and into another. And yeah, plain as day here. You're transforming out of the challenges. And I think this come to the edge is you getting out of that and into this. You are coming to the edge. So that might indicate that has been a time, even if it's been very uncomfortable or challenging, but it might have been a time where you were within your comfort zone. I know that sounds weird, but yeah. And coming to the edge to bring in this wonderful energy. And trust me, if this is your comfort zone, it is a real hardship, even though it's your comfort zone. But you will learn, and this will end up being your comfort zone, right? It will be beautiful. But so yeah, big transformation. All right, let's see what else the universe would like to share. A new beginning, one where it is filled with love. Right here, right here, and even this, yeah, you're transforming into love. Okay, this kind of jumped out, the moon. And I would say, going by this here, you're using your intuition to help you through this, but I also feel like what you weren't seeing, you certainly are now. How this is unhealthy, and it's just a challenge, and I think you're letting it go, using your intuition to let that go and bring in this beautiful energy. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Swords again, so you have it twice. So this is the universe saying I meant what I said. You're using your Page of Swords energy to really get this started. And that makes perfect sense to me, because if you couldn't see, and this Page of Swords comes into your life, which is actually you, right? And then all of a sudden you can start to see, well, it's going to make you want to see more and more and more, know more and more and more. And so I'm sure that you'll be putting in the effort to learn about it, discover it, and then create this big change to where your life is filled with happiness and love and ease. And the chaos and conflict gone. I think it's wonderful. And if you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave comments. Love to read them. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the angels would like to share. And I think this reading is, really, really nice, because it's talking about getting out, you could say, of the darkness, so to speak, and into the light, out of the challenges and into the happiness. Choose a new direction. Oh yeah, and that is exactly what this reading is all about. Getting out of that and into this new beautiful way of being. Okay, let's go ahead and close this out with a charm. Perfect. You have a compass, and this is where you are finding your true north. In other words, finding where you should be, changing your direction from the challenges into what is truly meant for you. So it's a wonderful, wonderful energy. Thank you so much. Much love. Bye.